Will you marry me?
Oh, yes!
What the f?
From the real reason Toad never takes off his hat, to the one detail about Bowser that will completely change how you see him, to the mystery of Pauline, Nintendo's oldest character with a secret origin so crazy that even her own name was a mistake, today we're breaking down 10 hidden things you didn't notice in Super Mario Galaxy. Number 1. Not many people noticed this, but Bowser was actually starting to change, and almost no one caught it. At the very beginning, he's still the same villain we always knew, but little by little, something shifts. He starts seeing Mario and Luigi differently, not as enemies, as something closer. And when he regains his full size and power, everything points to him betraying them instantly, but the opposite happens. He gives Mario a big kiss, like a weird, chaotic thank you.
You will not regret this.
He even sacrifices himself to work alongside the Bee Queen. For a moment, it genuinely feels like Bowser might actually turn a corner. But then Bowser Jr. shows up, and that's when everything breaks. You can see it on Bowser's face. He doesn't want to hurt the bros. He even looks worried while his own son attacks them. But in the end, he makes a choice. Be a good friend or be a good father. He chose his son. Not because he's purely evil, but because family comes first. So maybe Bowser was never just a villain. Maybe he was always just a dad trying to do the right thing. Does that change how you see him? Number 2. Here's the real story behind Pauline, and why her connection to the Mario universe goes deeper than most people realize. Pauline is one of Nintendo's oldest characters, as old as Mario and Donkey Kong themselves. She first appeared in the original Donkey Kong arcade game in 1981 as the damsel in distress. Back then, she wasn't even called Pauline. She was just called Lady. The name Pauline came later from American marketing, and here's the wild part. The name was actually a mistake. Nintendo of America's president named her after the wife of a warehouse manager, thinking her name was Pauline. It wasn't. Her name was Polly. So the character we've known for over 40 years was named after a misremembered name at a business meeting, and yet it stuck. She became Pauline globally, eventually became the mayor of New Donk City in Odyssey, made a cameo as the mayor of New York in the Mario movie, and now she's showing up in Donkey Kong Bonanza as a young teenage singer. The full circle on this character is actually insane when you see it all laid out. Did you ever know this was her origin? Number 3. Here's something wild about Rosalina's colors that nobody ever talks about. Why is Princess Peach always in pink, but Rosalina always in blue? And before you say it's just an aesthetic choice, think deeper. Peach is always grounded. She rules the Mushroom Kingdom. She represents warmth, love, and life. Pink fits perfectly.
I love it.
It's the color of emotion, softness, and human connection. But Rosalina is completely different. She lives in space. She watches over entire galaxies. She barely interacts with anyone. Blue isn't just a color choice. It represents isolation, calm, and something almost untouchable. Now here's where it gets wild. Imagine two people born in the same world. One stayed behind, surrounded by life, growing into royalty. The other was taken by the cosmos and slowly became something more than human. They feel similar because deep down, maybe they are. So next time you see them both on screen, look at their colors again. It hits different. Did you ever notice this? Or did it always just seem random to you? Number 4. This is what happens when you pause the Mario movie at the perfect moment. And these moments go by so fast, most people never catch them. First, when Yoshi is loose in the city, he runs into the same dog that annoyed Mario and Luigi earlier. But instead of running, Yoshi sticks out his tongue. Pause right there. The frame you catch is absolutely hilarious and lasts less than a second. But it gets better. When one of the Tostanins first sees Yoshi come out of the pyramid, watch their face. They instantly call him by name.
Hola, Yoshi!
Yoshi?
Like they already know him, but they've never met him before in their lives? How? That detail makes zero sense and flies by so fast you'd never catch it unless you were looking. And during the big space battle, there's a moment where Toad ends up in a completely different seat than where he was before. He's in the front, then suddenly he's in the back, and nobody says a word about it. These blink and you'll miss it. Moments happen in seconds. Your brain won't register them unless you're paused and searching, so go back and look. Number 5. Did you know the mushroom on Toad's head is not a hat? It's actually part of his skull, and there's X-ray proof. In the movie, when Peach arrives in the Toad world, look closely at the Toads working. They're wearing helmets and extra hats on top of their mushroom heads, which means the mushroom isn't covering anything. It is their head. There's actually an X-ray style image somewhere that shows the mushroom top is fused directly into their skull structure. It's part of their body. They were never little people wearing funny hats. They are literal mushrooms walking around in a kingdom named after them.
Ow! Look at us! We're adorable!
And it gets even crazier. In some of the older Mario cartoons, Toad's mushroom was actually used like a hat. He even parachuted down with it once, but that's old continuity. In the movies, they committed. The mushroom is biological. It's them. Did you actually know this? Or did you always just assume it was a hat? Number 6. Here's the real reason Bowser wanted to marry Princess Peach.
Will you marry me?
And it's way darker than you think. At first, it looks like love. He literally throws a whole wedding for her, but that's not the full story. In Super Mario Galaxy, we learn something massive. Bowser has always been obsessed with power, specifically cosmic power. Think about it. If Bowser captures Rosalina, he gets access to the energy of the entire universe, stars, galaxies, creation itself. But if he also controls Peach, he controls the Mushroom Kingdom on top of that. And when both powers combine, he doesn't just rule a kingdom, he remakes the entire universe in his image, a Bowser universe. So his plan was never romance. It was domination, control Peach, capture Rosalina, use both powers, build everything from scratch. That's not love, that's a god complex. So what do you think? Was Bowser ever truly in love, or was Peach just part of the plan all along? Number 7. Here's something about Mario and Peach's ages that Google has been getting wrong for years. If you search their ages right now, Mario shows up as 44 and Peach shows up as 20, but those numbers are completely wrong. They're based on game release dates, not their actual in-universe ages.
Well, the crazy thing is, today's not my real birthday.
Mario's number comes from when Donkey Kong first released in 1981. Peach's comes from the Super Princess Peach release date. Neither is their real age. And here's what actually clears it up. In multiple games, we see baby Mario and baby Peach together at the same time, which means they grew up in the same era and are close in age. And in an interview, Miyamoto himself said Mario is around 25 years old. That would place Peach somewhere between 22 and 24. They are not decades apart. They never were. The internet just ran with wrong math for years, and nobody corrected it. So next time someone brings up the age gap, you have the actual answer. Were you one of the people who believed the Google numbers? Number 8. No one noticed this, but Luigi might actually be stronger than Mario, and the movie low-key proves it. When they both fall into the pipe, they end up in completely different places. Mario lands in the Mushroom Kingdom, gets found by Princess Peach, gets trained step by step, learns power-ups, gets guided the entire way, but Luigi, he ends up alone, in a dark, terrifying place, getting chased by monsters with zero training, zero support, zero help from anyone. And yet, at the end, Luigi is the one who shows up and saves Mario from Bowser. And when they both get star power, Luigi jumps straight into the fight with no hesitation. No training, just instinct and survival. Think about what that actually means. Mario needed a princess, a kingdom, and weeks of training to be ready. Luigi needed nothing but fear and love for his brother. So who's actually the stronger one? Mario had every advantage. Luigi had none. Yet they both showed up the same. Drop an L in the comments if you've always believed in Luigi. Number 9. Here's a detail about Bowser Jr. that completely changes his whole story, and most people don't know it. In Super Mario Sunshine, Bowser tells his son something shocking. He tells him that Princess Peach is his mother, and Bowser Jr. believes it. He starts fighting to protect her. He screams things like,
Leave my mama alone, you bad.
he goes to war over this belief, but here's the twist that hits hard. At the very end of the game, when the truth comes out, Bowser Jr. doesn't break down in shock. He just quietly says,
Yeah, Dad, I know. She's not really my mom.
he already knew. He knew the whole time. He just chose to believe it anyway, because he wanted to feel loved. He wanted a family so badly that he held on to a lie just to have one. So Bowser Jr. was never just a villain. He was a kid looking for his mom in the only way he knew how. Did this hit you as hard as it hit everyone else? Or did you already know this about him? Number 10. Here's the detail about Toad that nobody ever connected, and it starts from the very first time he meets Yoshi.
Who is this?
Yoshi.
Toad never liked Yoshi, and it's not random. It goes all the way back to their very first interaction. Yoshi doesn't say hello, doesn't introduce himself, doesn't even acknowledge Toad as a person. He just walks up and takes Toad's candy. Just like that, gone. No apology, no explanation, and Toad never forgot it. Every single time you see Toad's attitude toward Yoshi after that moment, the coldness, the side-eye, the distance, it all traces back to that candy. One stolen snack created an entire rivalry, and the funniest part? Yoshi probably doesn't even remember it happened. Meanwhile, Toad is carrying this like a personal grudge across multiple movies and games. So the next time you see Toad being cold to Yoshi, just remember, it started with candy. Which detail shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments. And that's it! 10 details hidden in plain sight this whole time. Whether it's Bowser's real master plan, Luigi being secretly the stronger brother, or a stolen candy bar that ruined a friendship, the Mario universe goes way deeper than most people ever realize. Which one hit you the hardest? Number 1 or number 9? Drop it in the comments right now. And if you want part 2 where we go even deeper into details nobody caught, hit that like button right now and make sure you're subscribed, because we are just getting started. Come on, Mario!